Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah Esch, and I am the owner of Oak Barn Beef. Oak Barn Beef ships my family farm's beef directly to consumers across the United States. So, with this market emerging a lot, especially with low commodity prices and COVID-19 going on, a lot of farmers are deciding that they want to go the direct to consumer route rather than the traditional commodity markets. And I've been getting a lot of questions on how we got started and uh, the beginning basics of our business. And so instead of answering those individually, I just figured I would make a video, and then that way I can help share the knowledge that way and hopefully be really thorough in my answer this time. And yeah, so the question I get the most is about just how we got started. So I'll start telling you a little bit about that. I actually am a senior at the University of Nebraska Lincoln at the time this is recording. Um, the funny thing is that with COVID-19, classes are all online now. So I really don't feel like a college student anymore, kind of feel like a full-time business owner, and I'm loving it and having a lot more time to do things like this, where I'm just like streamlining the process, making sure I can serve you guys and your questions as best as possible and kind of conserve some time on my end too. So I thought I would just tell you a little bit about me and how we got started. So within the university, I have been a part of the Angler Agribusiness Entrepreneurship Program. This program is basically hands-on entrepreneurship. The founder is Paul Engler, who is a pretty well-known person in the cattle industry in entrepreneurship. And he decided that he wanted to donate money towards a program that's going to help revive rural communities. And this to me means he's investing in the youth to help us become entrepreneurial and have these skills younger than the normal entrepreneur kind of realize it around 30s, 40s, sometimes later than that. But by helping us do it right away, then hopefully we can take it back to those rural communities and kind of revive and bring back life into those communities. It's been a really great program. It's been the biggest difference maker in my college career. I wouldn't be able to say that I've gotten all that I've gotten out of college without this program. But back to it, they really push on thinking outside the box. It's hands-on entrepreneurship. We're not just sitting in classrooms learning about business plans and accounting software and things like that, which are all very important. But I'll never forget in my 101 freshman class, they gave us $50 and they said, go start a business. So by giving you the equipment to get started and learn on your feet, it makes a huge difference. So I actually started a dog walking business and walked 0 dogs. So I've came a little bit way in my entrepreneurial journey, obviously, and basically just learned all of these skills, and they taught us that you have to go for it. No matter what you're doing at that time, no matter how confident you're feeling, you do what you can, and then you go for it. It's you have to start. And so they've really pushed me to go outside of my comfort zone. And I was the Nebraska Beef Ambassador my sophomore year of college. And this allowed me to travel across the state and talk to concerned consumers about cattle raising practices and teach youth about where beef comes from. And a third grader from a rural community told me that eggs come from cows because they're next to the milk in the grocery store. And I just realized the huge educational gap between producers and consumers, and really am passionate about filling that gap. That was something I was interested in high school too, but I think that was like my pivotal aha moment. I need to do something about this. So Oak Barn Beef was then born. Not only does selling direct to consumer allow us to share the premium product that my family farm has been raising for 5 generations, but it's also giving me that direct connection where I can help educate about agriculture and really put a positive face to the farmer. I hate seeing negative things about farmers, and I think more positive faces is really going to go a long way. So that's kind of how I got the idea and got started. And like a lot of ranchers do, my family was selling whole house quarters of beef around, and that already had that kind of in the works, but I decided that I'd like to take it to the next level. So in the beginning, I was working with my dad on this. We were just calling it Esh Cattle Company, high quality beef. I think it was just kind of a hyphenated thing on there. And started selling on Facebook Marketplace and doing locals, and didn't have a website yet, but didn't really need one. We were doing all of our marketing on Facebook and having those connections there. But as I started researching more companies that were doing this, I found a bunch across the United States. But when I found Five Mary's Farms, which I found their account on Instagram, if you haven't heard of them, go follow them on Instagram or go visit their website. They ship their family farms, beef, pork, and lamb all over the United States. They educate on social media to help put that friendly face to the farmer and educate about agriculture. And they also were holding retreats out on their ranch at the time when I had first found them. And I said, this is my dream business. And if I'm going to learn from somebody, it needs to be them. And so through the support of the angler community, they pushed me to write Mary and Brian, the owners of Five Mary's Farms, a letter asking for an internship that summer. So I wrote this letter for, I don't know how long I edited it, probably looked at it at least once a day for 2 weeks. And finally I sent it and didn't hear back for a while. But one night I got a call, and I will never forget how excited I was that Brian Heffernan had given me a call telling me that was something they'd be interested in, and let's talk more. So crazy enough, they accepted this Nebraska girl to move out to Northern California for the summer and live on their family farm. So there I was a ranch hand, so I helped take care of their livestock, and some of the smaller things on the ranch. I wasn't there every day, but I also learned how to ship a perishable product, which is quite a big undertaking. If any of you have tried, it's kind of a daunting process. So by having a mentor who was doing this already teach me the ropes and be able to be with them for a summer, I learned a lot. And on top of this, I saw these amazing business owners who were actually making stuff happen. And that was a great role model for me to see, because you can sit on something and think about it forever, but if you have to take that first step and act and test things out and see what's happening here. And they were really good role models to me for that. So Mary and Brian knew that I wanted to start a direct-to-consumer company, and which could potentially be competition with theirs one day. And yet they still took me under their wing and taught me so much. And I hung out with their 4 little girls for the whole summer, and it was just a blast. So when I came back home from that internship, it was August 2018, and I started implementing everything I had learned. So I started shipping our beef, doing some of the marketing that they had taught me, and it really made a big difference and gave me a huge jump start on my business because of that amazing opportunity. Since August 2018, we have officially shipped to all 50 states, which I was very, very excited about. We hit that in, what was it? It was February of 2020. So about a year and a half, I believe. I'm doing the math in my head right now. We were able to hit that. So that was a huge deal to me and kind of gave me a boost I needed. That was kind of a hard season after going back to college again and still running this business. So anyways, that's off the beaten path. But that's kind of how I got started. And ever since then, I've taken what they taught me and just tried to keep improving it and putting my own spin on it and see what works best for our business and how I can make Oak Barn beef differentiated and unique and take that to the next level. So that's kind of a little more detail than I think I was planning on sharing. So sorry, it got kind of long. But I think that there's a lot of opportunity for people who are wanting to start direct to consumer businesses to take a leap and start them. And my best advice to them is to start small. Just like if you are going to butcher 2 animals this year and try to sell those direct to consumer, that's still 2 more than you did last year. And I think that starting small creates a lower initial investment, which was a big thing to me because I'm a college kid. I don't have a lot of money. And by starting small and building this business as it grows, I'm building more and taking that investment and investing it back in the business. It has made a world of difference. So after I graduate in May, I think I am still looking for a full-time or part-time position. And then I am planning on growing Oak Barn Beef in the next 2 years to eventually be full-time. I think one, it's a great opportunity for me right now to learn some things from other people, and it's a good time to go out there and have those mentors and learn from what they've learned, and maybe by mistakes. I don't mean that as rude, but I just think it's the right time to do that if I'm going to. So hopefully in 2 years, I'll be full-time with Oak Barn Beef. That's kind of the plan. But in the meantime, I am starting to do some consulting and coaching for people who are wanting to start direct-to-consumer businesses. I think I have an expertise in starting small and starting with a lower investment that can be a great addition to your family farm or whatever you're adding to this. So if you are interested, just reach out to me. The best way is to email me at I was doing good. Hannah@oakbarnbeef.com. If you'd rather a phone call, my number is 402-269-0036. Well, thank you. I know that was a lot longer than I anticipated, so thanks for bearing with me, and let me know if there's anything else I can be assistance of. Thanks. Bye.